Basically, all this progress, all the progress that I had got reset upon the update. I don't plan to have to redo all that. So... I'm just making it so I don't have to worry about that type of stuff. Where were you hiding? Yeah, I basically was almost at the end and I lost like a huge chunk of that progress because of an update. I'm not dealing with that anymore. No, thank you. Plus, this means I'll be able to clear out enemies quicker. I also just realized how much smoother, for some reason, this is running. Why am I still losing health? Camera, turn! So from what I can determine, I'm losing health from objects that aren't, like, classified as enemies. I think that's what's going on. Fun fact, if you think I'm using cheat codes from a website, I'm actually using built-in game codes, built-in code set that's like literally built into Spyro. You know, like the typical old like left, right nonsense, like way back in the day. Yeah, that's built into this game. So for some reason, the health itself doesn't work for everything, which is a bit weird. Not that I'm complaining, because at least the majority of hits will now no longer count. A little easier. But those dynamite are definitely still going to be an issue. Well, no, it seems like I'm still taking damage. Can I only have one activated at a time then? Did they all... Did the one... I'm sorry, did the big guy... Oh, it's because the big guy somehow died. The big guy step on the spikes? Really? Did he whatever. Alright, this maze nonsense. Mostly want those for the purple gems they send out. At least at this point. Right, all this nonsense.
You again? Why don't you get out of here and leave me in peace? I'm the boss here, nobody else.
Boss of what? Shh, you're all alone?
Only until I kick these...
Okay, there we go. Just trying to figure out how to like skip that, because we've already seen that. The area is still a little laggy. Been a while since I've done this. These things are running a little smoother. Little being the key word. Still occasionally lagging. think the thing I'm most impressed about is that these bridges aren't lagging my game to absolute shit like they were. Ooh. Camera. Freaking camera trying to knock me off. There's another enemy somewhere. There we go. Now to do this. So there's two over here. There's one over... Yeah. Actually, I need to go hit the other switch first. There we go.
The shrine god has not been appeased since Cinder's...
Here we go. This is the point where I essentially lost progress. This was the point we originally got to last time.
I'm not sure I like the looks of this thing.
Oh, now you tell me.
Speaking of which, I'm also going to do a save state. Because screw this thing. This is what we did last time, but then it made me update the program. I'm just curious to see where the trigger is that causes this thing to move. So like right there. Okay. Interesting.
Take that! Oh, yeah!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, that was fun.
Oh, I'm not going through all this shit again.
Take that! Oh, yeah!
Well, that was fun.
No idea how I remember handling that as a kid, because I know I finished this as a kid. I know for a fact I finished this game as a kid, so I have no idea how I managed to handle that as a kid. Absolutely zero idea. See if I can put some more power into this. They're doing another save state because ride that save slot. I got over at least. I know it gave me ice for this area, but fire is just more built. I'll build up the way ice functions later. I'll build up its power. Okay. I'm sorry, what things are dying? Oh. They can die by the hammers too. Cool. Oh. This was like a way around. Okay, so different ways to get to different routes. I got it. That's where I need to go. It's so close to being maxed out.
I have to admit, you've done better than I thought possible.
Hey!
Saying that had to hurt.
More than you can imagine. There are some things you should know about the shrine before you enter.
And I think we're done here.
Not before we rescue Cyril.
The Atlawa shrine has been desecrated. And the god of the shrine has not been given tribute since Cinder's forces arrived. But if you can subdue his anger, the balance will be returned, and my people can come home.
That's fine, but I came to free Cyril.
You must go through the god of the shrine to free him.
Knew you were gonna say that.
Usually, this bridge would lag me to absolute heck and back. It's not. I can tell it's... Well, that bridge is gone.
Be careful. Remember last time.
I know, but Cinder left and I don't see any Ice Kings hanging around this place.
That's because it's not an Ice King, it's a golem. Ugh.
When will I learn? When things look good, run for the hills.
Did I get in the one perfect spot? Okay. I got in the one perfect spot where I wasn't even being hit with that. That was actually kind of amusing.
You have subdued the god of the shrine, restored balance to seasons, the land, our world. The Atlawas want to worship you now.
Worship. Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. I've never gotten the respect I deserve, the praise that should be mine.
That's very nice, Kane, but we have to get back to our home. Figure out how to stop Cinder for good.
My dear Atlawas, I am the mighty Spark, scourge of the despots.
Yes, old boy, we'd like nothing more than to stay and be a part of your primitive barbaric society, but duty calls, duty calls. If you must, you must. But know that you're now part of the Atlawa tribe. One of us.
I am the mighty Spark. Whatever.
By the way, you were right.
About what?
Maybe two heads are better than one. Even if one of them belongs to an annoying mosquito.
Mosquito me? Is that... Oh.
Alright, we have the third.
Yes, Volt here. I see that months of tortured captivity have done nothing to slow that electric tongue of yours from incessantly wagging.
It's just that it's all so exciting, exhilarating, enchanting, enthralling, and...
All right, no more thesaurus for you, pal.
All of you, please be quiet. It is certainly encouraging that Spyro has been able to free two of you to allow this reunion. But haven't we forgotten someone?
Yes, yes, of course. Pterodor.
Precisely. Now, how do we proceed?
I believe I can help, Igniters. Well, young chap, since you learned a few things about ice on tall plains, I suggest we adjourn to the training room so that I can teach you some more. The legacy of the great ice dragons of yore. My ancestors, who come from the best of this somewhat bedraggled lineage, is long and storied. With my help, rescuing Pterodor should be a certainty.
Your pomposity, arrogance, and pretentiousness is odious to the extreme.
Shall we?
I do love the smaller details and the personality for these dragons, like the fact that normal fire dragon has like the typical fidgetiness that most people have when they're like frustrated. This guy just kind of knows how to stay still, and then you got this guy who can't sit still. Like his tail is flicking the entire damn time. Like he literally could not sit still. Just seeing that like fidgetiness between them is very amusing to me. Anyway, now we gotta learn ice. There we go.
Spyro, come here.
Yeah. You always gotta give me a tutorial about the complexes of every bit of the different elements. We have 4 elements total, so we're...
Electricity and nice sidelights. But now, young dragon, you will learn
Oh my
the
god, the
secrets of
controller
ice, a
buzzing.
power worthy of the elites.
Anyway, this means that we are halfway through the game at this point, if not, like, because, well, maybe even more than halfway. Because we saved 2 dragons. Well, actually, no, we would be at halfway, about halfway, because we saved 2 dragons, we saved 1 more. I'm sorry. Oh, I got that right,
Luck,
okay.
I'd say.
Yeah, luck because I was not reading. I'm pausing for a second so it doesn't just push me into the next one. Because I know you have to face the dragon we've been seeing flying about. She's the final boss, obviously. But, there was the one boss, there was the Ice King, the Golem, Earth Golem, there was... Oh, there was something in a volcano? Maybe Cinder is like the final boss then. Maybe it is like 4 bosses. I'm gonna look it up briefly just so I have an idea, because I count each boss as like a specific point. How many bosses are there? I just want to know the list. Name, there we go. Oh, so there's 5. Okay. Ice King, Stone Sentinel, Steam is the one that I'm thinking of involve. I think it's either Steam or the Electric King that I'm thinking involving the volcano. I think that Steam is the one that I'm thinking of. And then Cinder, obviously. So there's 5 bosses. So since we've defeated 2 of them, we're about 2/5 the way through the game. If you count all the bosses as, like, progression. Okay. That gives me a better idea as to how far we are in the game then.